Hey guys, how's it going? It's Invicta TV here, and this is a sweatier match this weekend that I wanted to point out. Look at this part coming up right here. I'm a Titan. I use my evade, and he lands the no-land shot across the map. I believe everybody on their team, maybe only two, are using no-land, or at least I think all three of them might be using no-land at different points of the match. And these guys are really good with it. I don't know how they were so on point. Felt honestly like maybe they just either really practiced with it or got a bit lucky. Somehow though, with Nerve, he got the revive and then a nasty snipe off of one of them with his no land. Was able to, while stuck, mind you, was able to basically get us to win the round. Our other teammate had flanked and been able to take them out from behind while they're so distracted and focused on us. But you know, of course, I'm going to go at it a bit differently this time. I'm going to evade sooner from behind the wall and have full momentum as I go around. I'm going to try to get shots on this guy while he seems to be alone. I realize that this is a second Warlock there behind the rocks. I couldn't see him from the distance I was at before. A bit of a bad situation. I'm trying to play it how best I can. I do get that kill. I do get that revive. And I get that guy up. Now, the person I got up, kind of carrying him. And unfortunately, he just got immediately mowed down. It's like he wasn't even paying attention, and I could not 1v2 that situation with res shields on. Very unfortunate. We definitely could have turned that around. We're turning it around. Turned it into a 2v2 situation. We still couldn't get the job done. But moving forward, we're going to play a little differently this time. Truth be told, I didn't even want to go the other way last time. I just kind of autopiloted it. And we're going to go around to their spawn. They're taking these longer angles with their no-lands and stuff in river. So we figured, well, we know that this is a way better area of the map to push around. I was going to change my weapons right there to something more long range, but of course the Axion came right in that moment. I can hear he's floating. I just didn't know how high. He was way higher than I thought he was going to be. Audio cues like that are very important to know when your opponents are floating and trying to play the vertical game on you. Unfortunately, I did not push Nerve hard enough. Our buddy got picked really easy over there, and I couldn't escape in time after that. Very unfortunate situation. Sorry there, Nerve. I tried to push you. I just didn't get it good enough, and they got that. Little aim assist, little to no aim assist, no land beyond shot on you. So that means that I can't really push somebody's aim off by simply running in front of targets with no land. But I still think this is a better course of action going around this way. It cuts off their long-range snipes as much. I am going to try to get a sticky grenade here. You see that he's there. I do that perfect little throw. I call out that I get the kill. Let's push. Let's push. I'm going around. And here we go. Nerf uses his shade step to get through there. They seem to have backpedaled. I don't know what that was about. I guess they really don't have close range options or something. Or I guess somehow somebody got somebody weak way over there. I am cutting them off. I know that they're going to be jumping and pushing around the way they did there, so I go ahead and aim up a little high. I backpedal to keep my distance from them. No need to push too hard into melee range and just have them melee me to death. That would be very unfortunate. So I do backpedal a bit, sidearm kill him, and they continue to rotate. Now we're totally fine with just staying alive. We know that that guy that went down, he is the Sunsinger. We don't, or at least we think he is. We don't know until after this round that I think he might have been. I think he is the Sunsinger. I can't. Yeah, he definitely was the Sunsinger. So we're keeping an eye on him because self-res, and I'm trying to kind of keep this guy at bay. That was a really close, risky situation. I would have had him stuck if simply he was a couple steps forward. He just was too far back that he was able to. It didn't reach him anyway. That guy was the Storm, but we aren't 100% sure. I do check after this. I believe it's Therpalip is the Storm. Isaiah is the Voidwalker, and the Illanson kid is the Sunsinger. Now, truth be told, when I looked at these guys' stats, they were all about a 1.3 average, but had gone on big win streaks, and I don't know. Their no-land shots were just so on point. I have no clue who these kids are, or if they really were the players they were by name. They do seem to be. They seem to be friends with each other. I don't know. They just were on point with their no-land shots. However, I do pop this Storm. I am playing a distance game because I'm afraid of a Voidwalker, so I'm throwing my hammers from afar. I know a lot of people really aren't that good with hammers. I am using hammer instead on this map because roaming super is very strong, and the, what is it called? Lightning grenades aren't as effective on this map as sticky grenades can be. In the way I use them, or in certain situations, I just can use my sticky grenades better with the third person. Unfortunately, though, the hammer did not last long. I didn't really pre-check the class, see what build it was at, so it might have not been on the right settings. That did seem to go by pretty fast. But I didn't want to push up into that Voidwalker, and so I kept my distance and threw from afar. And like I was saying, I know a lot of people really aren't good with hammers. A lot of people, for whatever reason, are complete balls with hammers. Let's get into this right here. Nerve was peeking that angle. Really, he said he got slide shot by the no land, but still, that's not a very good situation. You don't want to be laning when you don't have sniper against people that do have sniper. Granted, it was a very fast thing. Nerve probably couldn't react to it. It's just a very unfortunate situation, and really placing yourself in spots where snipers can't do that kind of trick on you is the difference between like I don't want to say like a good player and a great player, because Nerve is a great player, but it was only a good player move to be laning in that spot, and the great player move would be not allowing them to even get that chance. They did wave heavy here, so we went ahead and waved just for the showing. I don't know who these kids are, but they seem to be kind of sweats of some kind, perhaps. Not entirely sure. My controller disconnected right there. We did get the one guy that pushed in a little too far. They're not picking heavy. They're respecting that. That was awesome. That's probably what helped us secure this round. However, right here, wait for it. Look at that guy. He has rockets out. They were gonna scumbag us. They were respecting it for a while, and then they were gonna scumbag us. I can't believe them. I did see where that guy was, and I threw my grenade over the spot. That was an unbelievable shot that I think he just got lucky on, that he just pulled, and I happened to put my head in the area. I did call out ahead of time, hey, this guy's gonna Sunsinger, but or self-res, but our buddy grabs heavy and doesn't do anything with it, unfortunately. Just kind of runs into him and gets smacked. Like, the distance between him and the heavy was quite large. Like, he had to have run at the guy just to be able to, you know, get killed by him. Unfortunately, I pushed in and just got double meleeed. He did outplay me there. But, yeah, I don't know. This guy, we're definitely carrying him. In this situation, anyway. But I do call out that the guy was running to the B cave and that he can go for my revive. Unfortunately, Nerve went down, and they're calling out that he's on the point. I say, hey, this guy's the Stormcaller that just got revived, so play far from him. Instead, the buddy gets Nerve's revive, which is good, and then starts running through. In fact, the Stormcaller didn't know 100% what to do, ran around the other way, so ended up being good. He's just chip damaging him. Now remember, these guys have been landing like every no-land shot, so I placed myself here so he's not going to be able to get me so easy. Unfortunately, that Storm Nade puts me at a... starts to hit me a little bit. I have to back off the point, but I do play in a position where I can trick him, you know, be above his aim, and simply get that sidearm kill. So great. Let's talk about supers that were used that round. I used Sunbreaker 2 rounds ago. They used Self-Res and Stormcaller that round. Nerve used Tether that round, and we still have our Golden Gun, which is the Yi Snook guy. So, all in all, it's 2 for 2, but I'm basically at my Sunbreaker again, and they are nowhere close to 2 of their supers. Nerve also should be a fair distance to his Tether, maybe about halfway up to. That was really risky. I really should not have been doing that, but I did anyway. Because I know he knows where I was. I know he knows how to shoot that thing and how to use that. Thankfully, he only got a body shot, and there was really, I wasn't going to get the kill from that distance, so I don't know why I made that challenge. I do swap to the only long-range weapon I seem to have on the class, which is the last year's, year 2's scout rifle. I forget what it's called right now. Focusing on what's going on. I immediately push up, got that kill. That got me my Sunbreaker, and there was zero reason for me not to use it in that situation. I killed the first guy I killed, I believe, was the self-res, so I go ahead and pop that, and then I pop my Sunbreaker, and I want to, you know, of course, once more, I know to keep my distance in case that Voidwalker's coming out. I don't think they've used it. If they did, I didn't hear the audio part, and then they haven't gotten a kill with it. I think they're still sandbagging it, maybe using it with... it doesn't seem to be using it with Scories, thankfully, but here it is, in fact, right now. So, Nerve and I know, I call it out that he was you're going to use the Voidwalker. I saw just how hard he was pushing up. When I saw him pushing up like that, from middle river, I still was able to say, hey, this guy is coming to push up with his... Voidwalker, and he's going to blow us up. So I immediately, evade out of there. Nerves gets shots on him as I'm evading out. And he ends up going a little too fast, a little too far, and ends up Nova-ing the wall. Granted, we were also far enough away that I don't think he would have gotten either one of us necessarily, and if he did get one of us, he wouldn't have gotten the other. So once I get that revive up, we know to collapse on this last guy. All in all, it was a very well played match. These guys, I think they individually might have had the better shot. At least with the no lands, they had that kind of capability that we did not. We weren't using no lands much the match. Nerve did at the very start. But we had to change it up, and we had to play them not very conventionally. We had to push around their spawn when they camped sometimes. We had to change up our strategies, and we had to really focus on our supers and make sure we can shut that down correctly and not push in too hard on them so that they could get their melees and stuff. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys can apply some of this to your own gameplay. This has been Invicta TV, and I'm out. Bye. If you guys are looking to support my work, please head over to patreon.com/InvictaTV. You can subscribe for $5 to participate in a monthly giveaway of $50 or more, as well as earn double the chance on Trials of Osiris raffles over on my Twitch. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate the support.